13 people.
Yeah.
Now you got 23.
Yeah.
What's your next plans? What's your next phase?
My goal is to strictly do business taxes. So within the next 2 years, I want to transition from personal taxes to doing business taxes. But I also would like to be the sole owner. I don't want to keep working in my business. I want to like back away, have my business operate without me being there, and do like I have a podcast show as well. So I would love to do that full term, and not have to do anything else on the side. That's how I generate because that's my passion. That's something I really, really want to do. But back up out my tax business or sell it. One of the two.
Or sell it.
Yeah.
And what would if you sold it tomorrow? What would you do the next day?
I'll probably get back to work. Well, I'll definitely take a vacation. But knowing me and the person I am, I just feel like it's so much inside of me. I know that I'm getting back to work. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But get back to work.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll be working somebody else's job?
No.
Or you will be doing something to run another business?
Yeah, either I have to be the CEO or maybe a partnership or an investor. But I think because I've had experience at being an entrepreneur, I don't think I can take commands from other people now. I just don't. I mean, unless it's a partnership and we mutually agree, that's fine. But for somebody to be like, hey, why you ain't here on time? Like, who you talking to? What you mean? Why I'm not here on time? Because I'm not. So I think I've kind of had a little, I've
privilege of being an owner.
Yeah. So either owner, investor, or just
but not working for somebody.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, based on them 34, 35 jobs you quit, you probably don't.
You know I will. I will.
Yeah, we don't want to make it 36. 37.
I will.
Yeah,
real fast.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Don't play with me now.
Right. So, what would be like a big tip that you would leave to someone who would be trying to get into this business or in the organization?
Yeah, as far as taxes?
Yes.
I'd say be careful who you hire. Like really, really, really do your research. Ask as many questions. Go to as many networking events as you can. And most of all, believe in yourself. Like even everybody doesn't have the luxury of saying, my first year, I never went back to work. But no matter if it's 10 clients or 20 or 50 or 100, keep going and keep educating yourself. I also would say be very cautious of who you give your energy and your time to in business and even friendships, because you just need to protect yourself at all costs.
Yeah.
And keep going. Like, keep going and put God first.
Yeah.
And your God ain't got to be my God, but you just need a God to put first, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Have you had some problems with hiring and something or bad business dealings?
Okay. Last year, well, I have a VA that's been working for me. Amazing.
Yeah.
This year, I've been contemplating.
Explain what a VA is for the people.
Oh, okay. So a VA is a virtual assistant. She is like my right hand man. She make the show go round. She does everything for me. So your VA could be different from what my VA is, but as far as data entry, marketing, responding back to comments, that's what
that's what your virtual assistant.
So as far as hiring, I have the VA. I'm getting my office manager. One of the things I'm kind of conflicted with right now is I have somebody, and I know she's a good person, but she's my cousin.
I was just about to say, you ever had family members work for you?
I don't know if I can do that. And I did have family members work for me before. It's helpful, and you feel like you're really doing your family member a service or a favor, but I just don't know about that.
You don't know about that?
Yeah. Because
initially you're hiring people based on your relationship, not necessarily their skill set.
Mm-hmm. And I know you probably also did it on the lines of, hey, this is family. Let's grow the family. Let's get you where you need to be.
Yes. I think that's tough because they have different expectations, and they don't treat you how they would treat their real manager. Like they could be like, you wouldn't say that to your real manager. Right? Yeah. Or if you would, then you wouldn't be working there too long.
Wouldn't be working there.
You know, but it's like, I don't want to have too much of leniency, with the people that I decide to hire as family.
Right. And sometimes you have to kind of put that, nip it in the butt right in the beginning. Like, hey, we might be related, but when you working, we ain't no related.
Yeah.
Has your family been supportive of your journey?
At the beginning, then when you really start making money and people really see that you making money, it can make people feel some type of way because they think that when you make money, a lot of people, I'm not even just specifically talking about my family, but when people think that you're making a certain amount of money, they think you are like obligated to give them money. Like if you say, no, I don't want to help you pay rent. No, I don't want to help you with your water bill. No, because I don't have to, because I see that when I say yes, you keep coming and coming and coming. Mm-hmm. So when you start putting up these boundaries on yourself, you see people change, and then they say you change because you're not doing what you used to do. So I think for me, it's a lot of people who say a lot of things that I strongly disagree with, or who don't even like me. You should see some of the inboxes I get sometimes. Yeah. That's funny. Like, y'all just take the time out y'all day to just write strangers and say crazy stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
I always be getting those inboxes. I see you.
Oh, really?
I block them though. Why do y'all do that? What's wrong? Like, what's
too much time?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all they got time for. That's why they mad right now, because that's all they got time for is mess.
Yeah, we got just we going two different places in life. I'm not even gonna entertain it. But I say now my family, they're supportive. Definitely supportive now. I think they just had to come around to it a little bit.
Had to come around to it. Yeah.
So.
Have you ran into some? No, go ahead.
Oh, and to gain more respect for you.
Yeah.
So that, because you basically created those boundaries.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of people didn't respect me at first. Remember, I told you that I had the supervisor told me my problem would be people pleasing. So it was something I didn't even know. She noticed. Yeah, I didn't know that I struggled with that until I noticed that I struggled with that. It took me to go to counseling to be like, dang, I really have a hard time saying no. I don't like saying no now, but I don't have a hard time saying no anymore.
Yeah. Change your perspective.
Yeah.
You see why you got to say no.
Yeah, you have to, or you're going to get played the long way. Yeah. So.
What type of other obstacles have you ran into during your journey? Getting it to where you are now.
Yeah.
Because I know it wasn't easy. I know, transitioning from your children's father, going out on your own. What types of obstacles have you ran in?
Yeah.
Since then?
So my first tax season, when I remember I talked about he put me in an apartment, I had nothing, all of that. So I was riding on bad tax, no insurance. My car was just like a hot box. And I kept getting pulled over for the same thing.
Car that broke down?
Yeah.
You got it fixed.
Yeah. But see, when I moved out here, I took the tracker off the car.
Oh, it had one of the pavement trackers.
Yeah, I took the tracker off the car. When I took the tracker off the car, it was like, now I owe these people, or it can get repoed too. Yeah. I didn't have the money to pay the people. I didn't want to just be out here.
You needed the car.
Yeah,
it's what you got to do.
Give me that car. I need this more than you know. So, long story short, so that car was a big hot box. I didn't have the money to pay what the police kept pulling me over to pay. Finally, they just got tired of it. And they took me to jail during tax season, peak season.
Really?
I had to go to jail.
Behind a repo car?
They said, because at this point, they kept giving me warnings. Like, you need insurance.
The police from stopping. Yeah. I got you.
The warrant, it turned into warrants because it was unpaid.
How you keep getting put over? The best drivers in the world are the people who business
my
pay.
Car. Like, they start knowing my car.
Oh, so every time they see you, they pull you over.
One time they pulled me over because they said I didn't stop at a stop sign. It was just, I stopped it, but I kind of kept rolling. They said, you need to make a complete stop. I'm like, but yeah, peak season. They got me that last time at AT&T Stadium.
Wow. Wait, they got you at the Cowboy Stadium?
The Cowboy. I was at a stoplight. They ran my tag.
Game or something?
No, I was just going to work. I used to work over there. Yeah, they got me. Oh, I just remember how that felt. It was just like, yo, please don't do this right now. He said, I'm looking. You've had so many warnings. At this point, you don't want to pay it. You're not going to pay it. And I was just like, please, sir, please. I said, hands behind your back.
You in the car.
Yes. Yes. And I remember, now I'm in tax season. No car. Yeah. I had my clients, because I'm still new. They think I ran off with their information. They calling, ain't nobody answering. Wow. People start making statuses like, has anybody heard from Icelynn? I sent her all my tax information.
You trying to get this all together?
Yes. I'm just like, all right, how is this happening right now? Yeah. Like, so I think that was one of the biggest obstacles. Secondly, I was pregnant working during COVID. But it was, peak season as well for taxes. So I'm pregnant. I'm going through all of this toxic stuff during a relationship. And when I say toxic, I mean like toxic. I was pulling up to his house like, what's up? Like, who in here and who want to get it? And I was just a mess. I really was a mess. But anyways, so going through that, to having the doctors tell me, hey, you need to either chill out or this is putting your baby's life in jeopardy. Your stress level. Yeah. They kept telling me it was too high. And then COVID at that. So now the other kids staying home. I'm like, oh my gosh. I think just my personal life was just it was just crazy. It was out of order. And that was really, really an obstacle. I would say as far as business, feeling like, I think in Texas, you never know everything. So feeling like I didn't have anybody to really call at first. That's why I started going to networking events and stuff.
Yeah.
That was hard because when he took away his access from me, it was like, who do I ask? You know, so meeting people.
Who were some of the first people that you met?
I had went to this conference. It was ABTP conference.
ABTP.
Okay.
Yeah. LaShonda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's when you start to meet different people.
Yeah. And when I started meeting those people, that's where we met at. And I started meeting people and just creating relationships with them. And I mean, some of these relationships has been like lifelong relationships since then.
That's cool.
Yep. So yeah, just getting out there.
Yeah. And has that been beneficial towards your journey? Knowing people who will kind of...
Absolutely. Because if I have a question, I can call LQ or even like just take it out of taxes. Everybody does different things. So you might do taxes, but something else on the side.
Yeah.
And then just getting my name even out here in these Dallas streets is just like from all a networking event. And then you get invited to this one, and then you meet this person and this person. And you just never know who somebody could be in the room.
Yeah.
So
talk about your family now, your boys.
Yeah.
Boys, you got a girl also, right?
Yeah.
Your daughter?
Yeah. I got two girls and one boy.
2 girls and 1 boy.
Yeah.
And the boy's first, right?
Yeah.
Son first. Okay.
Yeah. So we got Darion. That's my son. He's 12, about to be 13.
Okay.
I can definitely tell he's going into his teenager years.
Yeah.
I ain't know teenager years was like this though. Like, what is going on?
Have they taken after like your entrepreneurial spirit or?
Yes, Darion especially. He owns 2 businesses. So I have a podcast thing, like I was telling you.
Yeah.
He edits everything. He puts everything together. Him and my VA work very.
Shout out the podcast too. So,
what?
I'm gonna link it in there. So
Icelynn Inspires.
Icelynn Inspires.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a link to it there so they'll be able to get to it.
Yeah. So he helps me with that part of it. He also was just on another podcast show as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because he has a company, a grass company, a landscaping company.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And he had people working for him there. Some other kids on the neighborhood was cutting people grass.
Kids pay attention, and that's important. It seems like everybody we interview, their kids, from watching them, they look at stuff. And the kids have stuff going on. So you have kids that are, steps way ahead of you from when you were a kid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like now he knows about credit because I was doing credit for a little bit. So he'd be like,
he ain't doing no credit repair.
He's like, you need to watch your utilization, Mom. What?
Yeah.
The 12-year-old talking about
Watch your utilization. What? Okay, thank you.
That's good.
But and then my other 2 girls, I have a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old that's about to be 7. They pretty good kids.
Yeah.
They be in their own lane. I like them.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. That's cool.
They make me feel happy.
Yeah, that's cool. Kids are important. Kids are give you a second chance at trying to get it right.
They do. Yeah. And the fact that the thing I like about kids the most is they love you. Like they love you for really who you are. Like the ugly you, the nice you, the mean you, the I'm about to whoop you and I still want to hug you. Like, but they just love you. So I just try to do right by my kids.
And your kids are a reflection of you. So to me, that's even awesome because you talked about your son having his own business. So that's a reflection of mine.
Yeah.
So shout out to Big Ice.
Yeah.